Hello everyone. When you hop on, if you could say hi, that would be awesome. So I know you're here. A little crooked. Oh well, I don't want to mess with it and make it even worse. That's what I'd probably end up doing. So hey Kathy. Today we are going to play with some new celebration items. I'm going to show you some new items out of the new catalog and some sneak peeks of upcoming projects. So if you aren't familiar, my name is Amanda Bach with Bachstar Stamping. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. And if you do not currently have a demonstrator, I would love to answer any questions you have. My email is bachstarstamping@gmail.com. If you wish to place an order and your order is under $150, please use this host code for January. Hi, Betty. So let's get started. All right, so this is our celebration catalog. In here are items you can earn by purchasing things of $50 or $100. So every single $50, you get another free item out of here. We are going to just go to the first page. The paper blooms. The paper blooms is what we're going to be working with today. Now there is a typo in the catalog. It says right here, coordinates with Pretty Perennials bundle. That is not true. That is a mistake. Now it does go pretty well, but it's not the exact one they meant. They meant the In Bloom bundle on page 45 of the mini catalog, which is what we're going to be playing with today. Love this one. It comes with 25 dies, which, wow. Been having fun with that over the past few days. And some cool stamps you can layer and make different effects with your stamping, or layer the dies on top of each other to create beautiful, beautiful flowers. Been having lots of fun with this one. Okay, so that is what we are playing with today. But before I close this catalog, I want to point out page 52 in the catalog. A few years ago during Celebration, this stamp set was available called, no, it wasn't. This stamp set was available. It's called Hey Chick. Well, in February, customers can get this again. If you already have it, guess what? There's now dies that go with it. I have my old stamp, so I haven't used my new one yet. But look at these dies. I can't wait to get started. We have a chicken coop, a little sign, some wiring, some corn stalks, little ears of corn, a log, plus dies to cut out all of the chicks. So this is available in February. It's called Chick Dies, and it goes with this stamp set, which you might already have, Hey Chick. But if you don't have it, you can get it. So I got a new one for me because my old one was on wood, and I just thought, you know what, I'll just get a new one. Okay, but also in the catalog, they have Hey Birthday Chick, which in February has dies that go with it as well. So I can't wait. I have not even played with this set yet. Clearly, I've not even played with it yet. This is how I store my dies and stamps. I don't put the sticky back on my stamps. I put the piece of paper that has the stickers on it behind, and then I just keep it like that. And then I know if I'm missing any stamps. And also I label the dies and I say how many dies are in it, so that way I can count and see if I'm missing any. Look at that cute little bow tie. Can't wait to play with this set. That will hopefully be next Sunday's live. I will play with these two sets and see what I come up with. So if you're wanting to order this, you might want to wait till February, because then you can get the stamp set and the dies as a bundle and save 10%. So if you're interested in that, I would wait till February, unless you just can't wait. And if you already own this stamp set, then you can just order the dies in February as well. Or if you don't, you can get it as a bundle and save 10%. Little tiny eggs. Oh, I don't know if I'd want to glue all those down, but I might use those to just cut out of a piece of paper. Okay, so that is my announcement about the Hey Birthday Chick, just so you know. Okie dokie. Oh, my bone folder snuck in there. It's like, what is in my thing? Okay, so let me set that down. So we are using the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper today. Just let me show it to you. One of my favorites. I love blue, and it's got lots of blues in it. So one side looks like that, and the other is the Rococo Rose. So we've got Night of Navy, Seaside Spray, Rococo Rose, Soft Sea Foam, Old Olive, and a little bit of Petal Pink in there as well. That's a whole lot of Rococo Rose. Oh, my paper's falling off my table here. This one kind of has some beautiful background. I don't even know what you'd call that. A watercolor wash, maybe? I don't know. And we've got the Night of Navy Seaside Spray. Little tiny little flowers on the back. This, I have had so much fun with this page yesterday. I was really messing with this page. So yeah, you can use them just as circles, absolutely, sure. Or you can use the dies to cut flowers out of them, which is what I did here. So I cut some flowers out of several of these and some leaves and such to create a different effect. And I want to show you that card later. So I just went and I cut out the circles and I put whatever die I wanted and then ran it through my the mini Stampin' and Cut and Emboss machine. I love this side. I love just patterns like that. And of course, I love me some blue. This is probably my favorite piece though. Love this one. Love it. And this one, which I turned it as if it matters. It really doesn't. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so let me show you two cards that use the basic layout I use all the time. This is my basic layout. Just a 4.5, let me start over. 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, scored in half at 4 1/4. And then I use a matte layer, you know, a coordinating color that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then what I do with my paper is the top section is 3 inches by 4. And the bottom section is 2 1/4 by 4. Now, if I like the opposite side of the same piece of paper, then I just cut it at 5 1/4 by 4 and slice it at 3. But these weren't the same sizes or same sides of paper, but that's okay. Now you notice I used 2 different dies to cut out Thinking of You. Now where did I get that Thinking of You? Well, I want to show you because I love this stamp set. Happy Thoughts. This stamp set was inspired by $1 million seller Jackie Baldheis, and if you have not subscribed to her, please do so. She has great simple stamping, but she wanted a stamp set that had front greetings and then something you could put on the inside as well. And I think that we could use more of the inside greetings myself. So I was excited to see this stamp set. So this is her $1 million inspired stamp set called Happy Thoughts. So that's where I got the Thinking of Yous. Now this die comes from the bundle that we're talking about today, the In Bloom bundle. Right here. And that's a lot of dies to fit on there, but I made it happen. And you're noticing I'm missing some stamps over on this side. That's okay, because that's what we're using today. They all have stitching, which I just love. Gives it a different texture. And texture is important. So this die, I can see myself cutting out tons of sentiments, not just from the stamp set, but others such as Happy Thoughts. This one I just used, I believe this is Hippo and Friends. Let me look on my die door. I have a door of magnets with dies. Yes, that was from the Hippo and Friends dies. Now the ribbon, you can use whatever ribbon you want. This is our Rococo Rose. This ribbon is in the annual catalog. It's the Ornate Garden Ribbon Combo Pack. This is Old Olive. So that is my simple layout. Quick, easy, simple. You don't have to put the matte layer on if you don't want. I just think it adds a little bit more color. But those are the 2 simplest cards I did with this set. I want to show you another one. Using the background paper, I went ahead and did my traditional, got some ink on me, matte layer. This is just the 5 1/4 by 4. I did a strip of Night of Navy. I stamped Happy Birthday from the set. But it also has this "You really are the best," which I didn't want on this card. So I stamped it, and then I just fussy cut around the happy birthday. Works for me. And then I'm going to show you the stitching on this flower. And then I used one of the centers. Just super simple. It took like, 4 minutes. Super simple card. And I did do the inside of this one. Oh! So I added strips of the Designer Series paper and one of the greetings from Happy Thoughts. Today is great because it's all about you, the great person you are, the great things that you do. Quick, easy, didn't take me more than 5 minutes. And you can probably hear my dog snoring. Sorry about that. Okay, so the cool thing about these stamps are, I think that'd be singular. The cool thing about these stamps are, I think it is, but it doesn't sound right. So we're just gonna move on. You layer them with different colors. You start your biggest one with your lightest color, and then you get darker as you stack them. I went ahead and created my own background piece of paper using different stamps. Now, I didn't get a quite perfect stamp there, but I really doubt the recipient's going to care and or notice. So I used Rococo Rose, I used Soft Sea Foam, I used Old Olive, Seaside Spray, Night of Navy. And I just layered some flowers in there, and then I went back with the smallest, tiniest little dots to fill in some of the white space. Now, I did leave some white space because I think it looks nice to leave some white space. You don't want it all soft sea foam. And I stamped this in thank you, again, from Happy Thoughts and Old Olive. And I got something on my card. I have to get my eraser out. I don't think I did the inside of that one. Nope, didn't do that one yet. So you can make your own background papers with this kind of stamps, or any florals, or actually anything. You really can. Even words, you can make your own background. All right, one more to show you before we create. So let's say that you have the paper, but you don't want the bundle and you don't want the dies. The dies can cut out this one. There's a flower in there that you can use on this one as well. So there are several of these that cut out flowers from the Designer Series paper. But you also probably have some scissors, which is what I used on this one. I just cut these out using my scissors. And another, I used the largest of the Hippo and Friends dies to create this background. Stamped it in Night of Navy. Now, where is that thank you from? Well, let me show you. Another celebration item you can get is Heal Your Heart. And I used that thank you. That might be my favoriteest thank you. I love that. Love that script. So this is also free with any $50 purchase. Okay, so where did I get these? Well, I kind of raided my sequin stash. I just wanted just a little bit of bling, not too much. And unfortunately, we don't carry these anymore. But I thought you could use any of the current items we do have, including the epoxy dots. You can color those. Did you know you could color those with the Stampin' blends? Yes, you can. Wow, I am really inky. I was messy today. And I left this one loose because I kind of like that it's loose. And I popped these two up on dimensionals. So again, every single one of these cards so far has the same card base size, the same matte layer size, and the same DSP size. So they're just down by 1/8 of an inch. So those are 5 cards I've created so far. I'm about to create another one, and then I do have one more that I want to show you at the very end. That took me a long time, but it's so pretty and I love it. Okay, so again, we are using the In Bloom stamp set with the Pierced Blooms bundle. Lots of pieces here. Lots of fun. So I took some stamps out, and I'll show you why. So let's get started creating the card I wanted to create today. Okay, I'm gonna reach over here and get my stuff. I think I got all my pieces, hopefully. We'll see, won't we? We will see. So I have a Night of Navy card base, which is again is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Use my bone folder, make sure it's really creased well so it stays down. I have a Whisper White layer. Let's talk about Whisper White, shall we? Whisper White is no longer available. It has been replaced with Basic White. The Whisper White company, unfortunately, had to go under due to COVID. So that's really sad for them. But Stampin' Up! Scrambled and found Basic White for us, which I have not got yet. It is on my next order, so I can't tell you anything about it yet, except that we don't have Whisper White anymore. I took a 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 layer of the DSP, and I ran it through the, let me grab it so I know exactly what it's called, the Tasteful Texture 3D Embossing Folder. Okay, just to give it a little bit of texture. So I'm going to layer that on there. Then I have a 4 1/8 by 3 piece of Rococo Rose. You could do this for any DSP you have, any of them. It's going to look so nice. Then you take the postage stamp, which is in our annual catalog, postage stamp punch, and punch out 4 pieces of the designer series paper, and they could be anything you want. And and then layer them like you want them. I think I had it like, nope, like this, and that, and that. There we go. That's how I had it. Because this part's going to be covered up by this. So my dog is really snoring. I want to give him a little nudge so he quits snoring quite so loud. Okay, and I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals as well. You could do this with any designer series paper you have. I got this idea from Karen Titus. She is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Love her. She does live videos twice a week, I believe. I enjoy following her, and she's just a hoot. Her and her husband do videos together, and they are a hoot. All right. So I'm going to use glue. You can use tape runner if you wish. You can use the Seal or the Seal Plus. I like glue because then I can slide it over and make it even. Did you see how I did that? All right. Again, I have my matte layer. You don't have to do the matte layer, but I love a good matte layer. It does add a little bit of weight, so if I'm concerned about weight, then I might skip that part. But I'm not in this card. I don't have tons of stuff, so I'm not worried that it's going to be too heavy. I did recently get a little scale, so I can weigh my cards to see if they are an ounce, because you can only have up to an ounce that mails in the United States, or you have to pay for extra postage, which is going up. The extra postage is, anyway, not the regular. Okay, so I'm going to try to leave the same amount of border all the way around. We'll see how that goes. See if I did it right. One way to find out. All right. So I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. This is pretty much what I've been doing. I have also been blocking my musical, which means I am going through the script and seeing where I want the actors to move when and where, and also choreographing it, which means I am, oh, that would have been pretty too. I am making up the dances for all the songs we are doing. We are filming the show, so it will be live streamed. Of course, I will tell you guys all about that in case you want to watch it. We are doing Schoolhouse Rock, March 18th through the 21st. So we've just started rehearsals. I am directing / music directing / choreographing / props masters / many other things. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it. So it gives me something to do. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. Thought about putting some ribbon on there, but I could put it there. Ooh, I could do a. I'm gonna before changing my mind as we go. That's fine. I just got to reach and get my Night of Navy ribbon. Okay. Try to get that as centered as I can. I have found using the grid paper, getting my card centered really does help me center things. And of course, I'm never perfect, but you know, I'm close-ish. Okay, let me grab my ribbon real quick. It's just right here. Yep, that's the one I want to use. Yep. So this is Night of Navy ribbon from, let me look it up. It's in the annual catalog. It's in the annual catalog. Get my ribbon section. I've tabbed my sections. It's this one, the Playing with Patterns Ribbon Combo Pack. It's the Night of Navy from that one, which these two right here, Oh, some of my favorite ribbon. This Coastal Cabana. Love it. So much prettier in real life too. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do. Oh, did you see that? Oh, look at that. Magic. 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 So I messed up there. I didn't like this over on the side. So I just flipped it over. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're doing. See? Creating on the fly. I'm gonna put a glue dot here. Gotta make sure I have the right side, that'd be bad. And there we go. So I've got 2 glue dots. Gonna put my ribbon there on one. Then I'm going to, about there. Get my paper snips here. Boop. I did cut myself the other day. These scissors are really sharp, which comes in handy for cutting paper. But I've never in my life cut myself with scissors until the other day. I was like, oh, those are sharp. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then when I put it down on the paper, it's gonna look like that. And it'll give a little, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Now I do want one more glue dot right in the center. So I'm gonna use my pokey tool. You can use your take a pick tool. And I'm gonna slightly, I don't wanna put it straight down. I'm gonna put it just a slight bit over so that it looks like that. So you can see that. Let's see here. Boop. Let's move that back over just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So I want it to be like that when I put it down on my card. And I'm going to just use dimensionals on that one, which I have right here. I think it's a brand new pack too. It is because I was out of them. Okay. Now the In Bloom bundle in the new mini catalog, I believe is $48.50 for the stamp set and the dies. So let's say you want that and you want to get this paper as your free item, you will need to come up with $1.50. You can throw in a pack of dimensionals, throw in a stamp pad, throw in, some glue dots. I'm sure you can come up with something that is $1.50 so that you get your $50 and you can have the bundle plus the paper. Okay, I'm gonna put that here-ish. Looky there. Oh, love it. Love it. Just a little bit of texture. It's in a card, you want texture, you want color, layering, dimension, all of those things make your card interesting to look at. And this little bit of texture just adds. I love it. Okay. Okay, so that is our card. And now we've got to work on our inside. Usually when I'm making a card, I do the inside right away. But sometimes I don't. And then I go to send it to someone. I'm like, oh man, I got to do the inside real quick. But it's not a big deal. All right, so I'm using this stamp and this stamp and that stamp. I'm going to start with the Seaside Spray, which is a 2019 to 2021 in color. And I realized the other day that, I don't know why, but I usually like to have one extra pack of cardstock on hand. For whatever reason, I bought like 4 Seaside Sprays. I don't know why, but I have a lot of Seaside Spray. A lot of it. So what I think I'm going to do is always use your Stampin' Pierce mat, especially with stamps that are like this, that are full image. I'm going to stamp off once before I put it on my card. I'm going to put in the lower corner down here. Like that. I want it to be very light so it's not taking over the card. Okay, that's really all I needed with that one. With my Night of Navy, I'm going to also stamp off once. Make sure I've got good coverage. Okay. Let's stamp off and you can kind of see what it's going to look like that. But that's not what it's going to look like because it's going to be stamped off. Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to use my chamois real quick. God, I love my chamois. Sorry, I totally just shook the table. Sorry about that. Okay, now I'll put my little bitty one on there. And it's going to be full strength on top of that one. And as centerish as I can get it. There we go. So that's our inside of our card. Just a little something so when they open the card, it's pretty. All right, so we're gonna layer that on our Seaside spray because apparently I have tons of it. Might need to start making every card Seaside spray. Because it does retire when the new annual catalog comes out, so I probably ought to get on that. Okay, is anybody else? Now I know Betty's favorite color is Pretty Peacock, which is definitely in my top 5. When I was on stage in Minneapolis, when they announced the colors, I might have squealed because I loved that one so much. Okay, we're going to glue this in. Also in January, I forgot to say, but for anyone who places an order of $50 or more, you will get a pack of our current color enamel dots, just so you know. So if you have placed an order with me already, I already have a bunch of them and I will be sending it to you soon. So you will get one of these. Has all of our in colors. So any order $50 or more, you will get a pack of enamel dots. Okay, so we are done with the card, but you know, got my envelope and I want to stamp right there. Put my glue away now though. Which I started, you know, in March with like 15 things of glue. Yesterday I discovered that I had 0 things of glue. I ran out of glue. So I had a quick run to the store and get another one. So I didn't figure Stampin' Up! Could get it to me here by 3 o'clock and I needed it by 3 o'clock. So I had to run out and get some. Fortunately, I had a gift card someone had given me to a craft store and I used that. So it cost me $0. Okay, which is always nice. So I'm gonna get my Seaside spray out. I'm gonna stamp off. I'm gonna put it right here. Bam. Okay. Close. That should have done that earlier, but oh well. Anybody else do that? You think you're done? You put everything away and then you're like, oh! I do it all the time. All the time. Good thing I have a very small crafting area, so I don't have to go very far. I have a Create Room box. It works for me because my crafting area is in my sunroom, which is also like a second living room for us / our dining room. So I have to be able to put it all away. Like for Christmas, I put it all away. And then I better believe me, I got it back out that night. Had to get me some crafting going on. I should get a second little block. I need to get a second little block. They're so cute. All right, so that it matches our inside. There, now we are officially done with that. Okay, so there is the one we just created using the postage stamp. You can use any ribbon you have, but this bundle, if you want to get it, it's $48.50, and then you need to add just $1.50 more in order to get the awesome DSP and the celebration that goes with it. But I have one more card I want to show you, and it took me a while, and it's really pretty. Okay, so all those dies, remember there are 25 dies that are in that bundle, and then there's those circles on the DSP. Put them together and you can create a beautiful card. So I'm going to start with the back. I put just a little bitty flower back there, just a little one, just to add a little bit of interest on the back. And then I want to do this. So I did the same thing almost that I did in this one. I didn't use the exact same flower, but I used the same colors. And I matted it in Rococo Rose because the front of this one has lots of Rococo Rose. You ready? So I use lots of those dies and the circles on the DSP to create this card. There's even a little bow. I put a little more of the flowers. I popped this one up on dimensionals and layered the leaves and then a strip of another piece of the DSP on there. And it is beautiful and I love it. You are amazing. So I'm not sure who I'm going to send this to. I don't know yet. Someone will get it. But I thought it was pretty. So let me lay out all the cards again so you can see them. So this is one I'm not going to demonstrate because the die cutting takes forever. Well, not forever, but longer than I want it to take during a video. This is the one we just created. Here's another one that I just fussy cut the flowers out of the DSP. Didn't use any dies. I did on this, but not on the flowers. You can simply cut them out. Very easy to do. This one I created my own background using the stamps. This one I let the DSP do most of the work and I just used 2 die cuts and a fussy cut around the happy birthday. So look at this, I think I have 7 cards. And then my basic layout that I do with every single DSP that I get, I do several of these just to show off both sides. And I could have done something here too, but I liked that it was all flowers with a little flower there. All right, so if you have not, please like this video, share it if you want to. Check out my YouTube channel and my Pinterest boards, all box star stamping, and that would be much appreciated. If you have any questions, my email is boxstarstamping@gmail.com, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.